Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Before we begin with Midweek Magic and its Shadows of Innistrad sealed, just like to say good news! Unless you're one of those miserable people who have been abusing the Kunai Blade the Kunai Blade glitch, that it's been fixed. And the bad news for those who have been abusing it is that they're probably going to be suspended for up to 3 months. So you'll find more details of that in your inbox mail up here. You'll find all of these. And also note there are 5 jump in tokens that were given. I suspect that this might be just part of the new the new player experience. But hey, free is free. We'll probably take advantage of those soon. Anyway, enough talk. We'll be doing Phantom Sealed. It is Fatal Flashback this week, so we'll probably also be doing a draft of that one later as well. So the special cards here, sauce here, will be flashback cards. So we'll be on the lookout for those. Meanwhile, there's +1 more rare, but let's take a look at these. So Eldrazi Insect, nice emerge. Non-land card. So this will eat 2 cards, given mana values. So that's something. So that one's fine. Collective Brutality is also quite fine. So we're definitely gonna be in black. Green, at least Tireless Tracker's definite in. The blue is a bit not so much. Those in the Perfection is. I guess it's reasonable, but this is definitely not something you splash. The green might be splashable, but we probably run green main as well. So usually the thing we do look for in sealed is this is a bit more of a synergistic format here. Well, first thing we're going to look at are our lands. So we do get 1 game trail, which is in green and red. So much for fixing there. Colorless cards. Got some Terrarians, so we can splash a bit. Lupine Prototype, yeah, sure. True Fate Sensor. Magnifying Glass. Makes clues. But so the Terrarians are the only useful ones we're looking at in colorless for the most part. So let's take a look at in our multicolored cards. The only one of real note is Anguish Unmaking. Lingering Souls is also good, though that will depend on how good white is. Same with Travel Prep. So we got this is an uncommon, right? I can't tell them symbol. This one's definitely a common, but we got 2 of the best cards there. Cultivator is kind of fine. So green black splashing white is very possible. So that's something we're looking at. But that'll depend on how deep white is. Actually looks quite promising. 2 copies of Angelic Purge. Lingering Souls can kind of feed that one by itself. Traven Inspector can feed it. And it's just sacrifice a permanent, so Guardian of Pilgrims is fine. Lunar Mantle, meh. Puncturing. So we do have quite a bit of removal in. So we do have quite a bit of removal in white between the Puncturing Light and Angelic Purge. Subjugator Angel, tap your. Okay, so this is a good finisher. Veteran Qatar, though we barely have any humans as it is. So probably the human strat, not so much in white alone. Let's take a look at blue. This one definitely goes for constructed. Drownyard Behemoth, hexproof as long as it entered the battlefield this turn. So it's it's temporary hexproof, but the flash is kind of nice. So those sense fine. So this is our extra rare summary dismissal. So this one you definitely hide. This one's barely useful. Blue is super meh. Yeah, I'm really not enthused by blue so far. Let's take a look at black. So Okay, so quite a bit of removal as well. Collective Brutality, Dead Weight. We got Graph Rats, but we don't have the other half. So this one doesn't really do anything. Rootless Disposal, also pretty solid removal. Also have an Abundant Moss, so we do have some emerge strats. Olivia's Dragoon, pretty solid if you have Madness, but this is more flashback week. You can still pitch the flashback cards and still get some use out of it. A Cursed Witch. It's fine. Yeah, black's kind of fine, nothing too exciting. Red is also very unexciting. Okay, we got Fateless Looting, but let's see. Yeah, we have one Madness payoff, but like literally just one red vampire. We also have three black vampires. So yeah, we're not really gonna be into tribal this time. Make Mischief is our only real removal. Green is the other one we're looking at. I guess we can go do white, black, green. The mana is what concerns me. We do have Traverse for mana fixing. Deadcap Cultivator can fix as well. We might be forced to run Grapple just to dig for lands. Captive is fine. It ramps us a bit. Bloodbriar, we don't have an... Now, if we can generate enough clues with Tracker, Bloodbriar is not that bad. Briar Bridge Patrol, fine. Yeah, I think we are going... Yeah, we're gonna do white, black, green. Actually, Confront is gonna be quite interesting as a combat trick here. So definitely try to run the Terrarians as well. So we're looking at... So we need to determine what our main colors are here. Also, the Puncturing Light, it's a power check, so we might run one. We're probably not going to run all of it. Guardian Pilgrims is also fine. It's a nice combat boost as well. Well, let's definitely run the Cultivators, run the Travel Prep, run the Captive. We'll do a sanity check on humans later. Right, Traverse is fine. Tracker is fine. Yeah, we actually might have enough humans, though it's mostly in green. I guess we do run the Bloodbriar here. So Spinner's fine too. Let's do a check on black because pretty much for brutality and deadweight. But I also want to run these emerge creatures. Also, Anguish Unmaking is a solid hit. Because worst case scenario is we're hard casting these. But we do want to limit the splasher. I think we do go as much white-green as possible. So these Guardians come in. Ironclad Slayer, return aura or enchantment. We have none of those. I get aura or equipment, sorry, and we have none of those. I think we can run Outrider. We have like 6 humans. There's a chance that this misses, but heck, it's still a 3/4/4/4. We'll fill this in. We can add the Fate Bender Paladin. Griff's Boon is probably a solid hit here because you can keep getting it back for the most part. We can add the Wolfkin Bond as a way to go wide as well. I'm definitely liking this, but I probably want to at least run one Terrarian here. Also note that the way emerge works is that you can pay the emerge cost by sacrificing a creature. The creature you sacrifice will eat up some of the difference. Since we're not really running any black creatures, we are pretty much we really need to have the black and double black whenever possible. The 2 swamps is correct. The 2 dead cap cultivators also helps in the black part. I guess we're safe to run this. We'll give this one the good old college try. Let's give it a sample check. See how it pans out. But otherwise, looking, yes, but this is going to be a very good shot at seeing how does the sealed feel like. And no plays until turn 3. If we draw extra lands, we can actually sack the clues to Angelic Purge, so that is a play. Alternate, but this is a very concerning curve. Also note that whenever you sacrifice a clue, it's not necessarily to its ability, so pretty solid, I guess. We'll see if we can get it panned out. This might we might actually want to be we might actually want to run more lands. Okay, so this one is kind of yeah, wait, a bit of a waste, but hey, at least we get things going. It does block that wolf. So we have the option here. No, we played the tracker first. Our opponent might have removal. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna block it, so I'm just gonna swing, take the hit. Next turn, if we don't hit a land to play, okay, we can hit a land this way. I probably want to get one of our black sources just in case. We could also alternately just play Captive plus Griff's Boon. Yeah, continue fixing our mana. Let's fix our mana situation here. Oh, it just turns into a sight, so that's actually not bad. But I probably hold it back in defense. We're probably going to lose the tracker soon. Hopefully I can still like pitch this, grab a land, give us a clue, hold something off for the Angelic Purge at least. This is actually quite expensive to transform, so us being way behind this rapid bite, yep, expected. We can give something else flying. Probably going to just take this. Opponent's gonna go for the full send. I think what I can also do is I can also just cast Traverse first. Net us another. Cast Traverse first. Net us another land. We might as well net one of our black mana sources here, since we don't really have double green. So yeah, it's safe to actually get one of our swamps. So we now have Delirium of Tree, but nowhere to really use it. So I'm actually going to just Griff's Boon the Pilgrim, see if they have a response. Opponent might have a ton of removal. It is what it is if they do. Also note that you can tap this to transform itself, and because there's no limitations here, you can easily do this end of turn. Or let's see if our opponent has a trick for this, because I am swinging. It's gonna be super awkward if I have to fire these purges and start eating our lands. I was really hoping to generate clues, but the timing was slightly off. Yeah, opponent had some combat tricks. Cast out Arsonists. We'll take. So there's a cultivator. So it doesn't have that touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I actually want to keep this alive for as long as possible. So we're going to pass. If our opponent has a way to remove it, I'll be really sad. But pretty much the plan here is to just flip this ASAP. Our opponent gets to flip theirs, but yeah, this is super awkward. Taking 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. And 9, 10, 11, 12, we go down to 4. We might have no choice but to actually block this. Okay, got ourselves another Guardian Pilgrims. This does have Defender, so what we give it is not quite meaningful. We have to kill that now, because that is going to be a big headache. Actually, the alternate plan is we'll take the hit from this one. We can return Griff's Boon, but we won't have enough mana to. Oh, there's some Bloodbriar. So change of plans. We'll sacrifice one of our. We'll have to sacrifice one of our lands. Also, so we're kind of hoping our opponent gets juiced up here. They might have a combat trick, but I am forced to block no matter what. Opponent concedes. I think that was super weird. Did our opponent just forget that we have a 3/4? Well, they're definitely going to remember that now. Not bad for... Hey, Ledger Shredder's not bad for a reward. So yeah, I'm based, if you kind of notice, I'm pretty much in the school of have 2 consistent colors and be careful of your splash. So turn 1 Terrarian, turn 3 Lingering Souls. I might be tempted to go turn 2 Captive. We can always wait on the Lingering Souls part, so that's not the worst thing to happen. Though we might want to wait it out a bit, because we can do... Opponent has the range whelp, so we're not blocking that anytime soon. I can crack this. No, I need 2 mana. It will get me green and something. I think the safest bet is to just go for this. So definitely want to Lingering Souls next turn. Oh, this used to be a rare. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be annoying. Okay, let's see what our outs here. We have 1 green mana. We can traverse with this, get black. You probably actually want to get green just in case, but we actually also want to hit our black for now. Get some play Lingering Souls here. It sets up Lingering Souls next turn, and we might still be able. And if our opponent decides not to do anything to Captive, we might luck out. I'm gonna block this. Opponent probably not gonna ping that. That is actually the one thing I should have considered. They go after a Captive, but hey, we were not punished. We'll take it. So yeah, time being, Veteran Qatar, Lingering Souls, flips it back. This is the old school style. This was not daytime, nighttime. So the old school was if no spells were cast and if one player casts 2 or more. So you can see our opponent is intentionally holding back. So now here are options. I can cast this, sack this, which is meh. I can cast. I would love to cast this first before doing this. But this is actually going to be annoying. I'm actually going to try casting this first. Also, opponent representing triple red means that they're unlikely to have protection for this. Again, I would have preferred to have the Bloodbriar, but that did not happen. We'll save that next turn. We also have... You can also then do Bloodbriar. Oh, opponent is stuck. So we're definitely playing the Bloodbriar now. This also gives us fodder for Abundant Maw. We're missing 1 black mana to feed. We're kind of missing 1 more black mana to feed into Distended Mindbender, which is probably the better one. Opponent actually going for the Lightning Axe into the Fiery Temper. Yay. Opponent going all out. We'll probably have to do Swift Spinner into Abundant Maw. This is the... Oh, opponent finally hits their black mana. Yeah, Lightning Axe. We into a Haunted Dead? Okay, not too bad. So we got ourselves a Traven Inspector. We'll offer the swing. Opponent probably... Okay, opponent not blocking. Opponent goes for Gavany Unhallowed. They are expecting a creature to die. Let's see. They were probably not expecting this creature to die. We can actually take this. Just take the hit from the 1. Okay, still missing the black mana. We can sack Swift Spinner. Give ourselves a 6/4, which is not the worst thing we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can actually sack Traven Inspector to this. Yep. Yeah, Traven Inspector did its thing. So if we... And also, we're kind of glad our opponent already used their Lightning Axe. We'll play the Cultivator. This will net us another... if it survives, it nets us the 2nd black mana we need. Opponent probably just blocks, makes us into a 4/6. I'm kind of fine with that one. They are discarding 2 cards, pitching a land and Dragoon. Okay. I think I would have rather cast the Dragoon. I might have well, the land is fine. I might have preferred to cast the Dragoon as well. But that would probably tell us what their last card was if that was the sequence they went for. Foul Bloods, Menace, sure. It does mean that when we cast Mindbender, we're definitely going to eat something. One, two, three, four, and this has to... Oh wait, you don't actually have to emerge this. Yeah, because some of them, like you have to emerge. This one doesn't. So we got our cast trigger. We get to exile the Sanitarium Skeleton. Oh no, it's just... Oh no, it's just discard. So that was actually quite pitiful. We'll probably have to Anguish Unmaking. Probably Unmaking the Hallowed, I guess. Opponent can just get this, return this back to hand and cast it, so that's gonna be annoying. Okay, so this now has that touch, so we can actually hold this one back. See what our opponent's combat tricks are. Just return to hand. Not much of a trick, if you ask me. They can discard those two to bring it back, I guess. Which makes sense. Though I kind of wish it. So let's see. Opponent just gets it back. They might hard cast it this time. Generate more blockers now. Oh no, just Tormenting Voice. Okay. Play a land. I am tempted to swing with everything so that it will also eat the tokens. Because we don't need the black anymore at this point. We've already used up all our splashes already. So opponent can return and recast. No, just casting it elite into a conduit. So they have one blocker, just not enough. Definitely Tireless Tracker. Play the land. Crack Clue. Into another land. Opponent's gonna be forced to block both anyway. That is actually a good block because they're more like, oh yeah, because this one is actually a 6/6. That was a horrible block. Confront the unknown. Let's see what their combat trick is. Now I can. It already gets the bonus, so I can act. So I'm actually free to crack the clues now. that makes up for my previous mistake. Man, but this was very annoying to deal with. The opponent gets it back. Casts it again. And opponent concedes that the Tireless Tracker was just gonna run away with it. Wow, that was quite enjoyable. Yeah, I was wondering if that one combat trick was gonna be worth it. Oh, it was so worth it. Definitely worth it. Keep pretty much solid there. Rivaz. So this one's from Dominaria United, a rare that nobody really plays. I guess it might be fun in Historic Brawl. So this one is definitely not keepable. Yeah, the woes of not having dual lands. So hands like this are kind of expected. I could kind of YOLO for the Bloodbriar, but realistically, we want to have our white mana. We're pretty much main white here. Looking at it, I am so tempted to keep this, but no. Okay, this one is a lot more keepable. We definitely need to keep Lingering Souls. Guardian is the one that Guardian is the weakest of the bunch. Like I could go Traverse, get our black mana right away, just save ourselves the trouble. Then next turn we can go Deadcap Cultivator into Lingering Souls. What's the Delirium check here? Oh, it's a continuous tapper if they have Delirium. Otherwise, it's a one-shot. Okay. Tap and untap. Ooh. So that one's a guaranteed 2/3. Opponent might just go for the tap right away. Yeah, so not attacking anytime soon, but they're free to play other stuff. We actually can do Lingering Souls and hold up Confront the Unknown, like make this a 3/2, so we can block this. Not anymore. This is we could cast this, but our opponent makes this a 3/4 Vigilance. That's not really good. I could Confront, but that doesn't really do anything. I guess the best bet is to just attack. We're gonna be chump blocking this for the most part. Opponent rocking the mono white. Apothecary Geist against 3 life. Okay. So we are chump blocking the Rabble. Actually, we could just take the Rabble. It's just 2 damage. We can take it. So we can then do... Yeah, we're probably not doing the other half here. I could swing... Oh no, we don't... We're not getting the plus anymore. Yeah, we'll hold back. We're just gonna wait for our opponent to rock this one. In fact, if this one dies, we still get a clue. It just needs to deal damage to 1 or more creatures. And that makes Confronting the Unknown even better. Yep, they're gonna make this a 4/4, which means we can still block it. We'll probably also be taking hit from the Geist. Okay, no hit from the Geist. Okay, they might have a combat trick. Puncturing Light, destroy target creature with Power Tree or that whiffs it. and they elected to hit the token first. They were, oh my gosh, they got way too greedy there. Now I can swing. They are if you sacrifice 3 or more clues, well, that one's not relevant. So we're actually going to just swing with the patrol, force our opponent to either take the damage or just or double block. Okay, they're taking the damage. Oh, we punished their greed. Actually, no, we punished the lack of foresight there. I was wondering why I should not put Puncturing Light. Yeah, there was actually a reason. Yeah, we'll take that hit. We're probably going to start cracking clues as well. I could just mass block here, but these guys are more valuable individually, so we're going to say no to that. Also surprised they didn't equip, which probably means they actually have something in hand if they're not going to bother equipping. It's still +1/+1 in Vigilance. But we do need to Maybe hit our tracker. Actually, hitting one of our emerged creatures is also fine as well. We have Swift Spinners actually. That's actually a solid hit. It's a 2/3. Yeah, crack them clues. Treatment Inspector. Now they might have another Puncturing Light, so we'll get them to use it up. Okay, opponent's electing to take all the damage. Okay, Tradesman Inspector. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can Swift Spinner and crack the clue. But this is... Oh, yeah. Opponent really rocking the mono white. Do I approve? Yeah. Not the worst. Opponent going all in. Yeah, let's Swift Spinner now. We probably just eat the topple, guys. They might have a combat trick. We want to force them to use it. Might just be another Puncturing Light. Oh no, they can target something now. Feeling of Dread. Nah. Probably not the best situation to use it. Though it's not a good time for us to be flooding either, but hey, we'll just... Angelic Purge. We got way too many lands at this point. I kind of want to hold this back. Opponent does not have the blue mana. They might have another Feeling of Dread. So this probably was their splash card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, for a hard... We have the... What's this? Target opponent sacrifices 1 attacking creatures. They just... Oh, they just gained the life. Okay. Now, given the situation, the best answer... Yeah, because sacrificing attacking creatures is really bad. Untap up to 2 target creatures probably was the best one. Investigate. They probably investigate right away. They have no way of casting this. They might as well actually just... Might as well actually equip this. It gives you a free blocker that can still attack. Lunarch Mantle gets +2/+2. So this is like probably 6 damage, 7 damage if he goes to sacrifice this. This looks like an this looks like a concede if that's what they're doing. Oh no, it just gains flying. It's not even... They already got the +2/+2. So... Sure. Take the hit. So opponent's gonna concede there, but we definitely... Yeah, opponent did not play that many creatures. We literally survived off the back of Lingering Souls. I'm not gonna lie. There's a reason that card was one of the most solid uncommons back in its day. It's still Wrecking Face now, so it's something to really consider. And as far as an episode goes, yeah, we did do pretty well. And we were able to play with all our rares at least once, so we're definitely gonna claim that one. That's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. This is a very poor card style, but what the hey. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. How have you been enjoying Shadows of over Innistrad Remastered so far? Is there any particular special week that you're looking forward to, or do you just like the set over in general? What are the cards that you've been looking forward to in the for Historic and or Explorer? And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.